Hello, I'm Ben. Welcome to the channel. So, one of the things I wanted to respond to today was apostles and prophets. One of the trends that I see recently, especially in certain churches, is that you have folks calling themselves apostles and prophets. And apparently, those churches don't read the Bible. Apparently, there's no Bibles available to anybody in those churches. So I'll say this: to be an apostle, you have to be somebody that walked with Christ, or saw his crucifixion, or saw him in the 40 days after he arose, and saw him go up to heaven. That's who the apostles are. Okay, those were the apostles. They walked with Christ. They knew Christ. They were with him day to day. And the next thing is prophets. You have a lot of people calling themselves prophets these days. Well, the last prophet that was in the Bible that was recorded was John the Baptist. He was born before Christ, and he was the last apostle that the Bible tells us came during Christ's lifetime. So after Christ, there were no more apostles or no more prophets. All right, that's the way that works. Prophets and apostles were the foundation that built the church. Okay, the church being the people that are Christians and follow Jesus Christ. So there's no need for those anymore because the foundation has already been built. You don't have to take my word for it. You can listen to John MacArthur or Voddie Baucham. Voddie did a great series on that where you can go into the history. He'll give the verses and everything else. So this is very supported online. They go through the Bible verses on where you can see where it comes from and why that is the case. So you don't have to take my word for it. As they say on Reading Rainbow, right? You can read this elsewhere. But to know these things, for people that are being misled by these modern day prophets and apostles, guys, read your Bible. All right. If you don't read your Bible, then you will be deceived. The Bible tells us that you're going to have people constantly, wolves in sheep's clothing, trying to lead you astray. So read your Bible. It will tell you flat out what is real and what is false, and it will protect you from some of the deception. One of the last things I'll say here and be done with this video is the punishment for being deceived is you get what those deceivers get. Okay, so if these are people falsifying what they're preaching, there's one place they're going, and it's not heaven. All right, so if you're in a church that's the case, then you'll be in just as severe jeopardy as those folks will if you're following that and that's what you believe. So pay attention, read your Bible, see what's going on there, try to believe someone that's believable, and look at the John MacArthur and Voddie Baucham. They're both extremely great in explaining everything they say with Bible verses to support. So hopefully this is helpful to you. Be good.